Gents, show me your hands now! Show your hands! Stay down! Show your hands! Turn around.
Right, stand there. Put your hands up for me.
Turn around.
Wow, what's all this about?
Don't know, mate. Don't know what.
You don't know what it's about. You've handcuffed me.
Right, relax.
I'm relaxed. You relax.
Right, don't face me.
Don't face you.
Oh yes, don't
Why?
face me. You're getting aggressive towards me.
I'm getting aggressive because I'm asking why you've got me cuffed.
Yeah. Relax.
Well, tell me what's your grounds for having me cuffed.
Huh?
What's your grounds? You need grounds to. You can't just go up to members of the public, right, and handcuff people like this.
Right. From Bishopsgate Police Station. And PT Tutwell, we're searching under Section 1, okay?
What's your grounds?
Grounds for... Yourself has been... Well, you've probably been seen with a knife, okay?
A knife?
That's why, yeah, potentially, yeah. That's why you're going to be searched.
Wow.
From the second officers arrive, they escalate. Tasers drawn. No dialogue. Straight into detaining two auditors who are calmly filming from a public pavement. The excuse, a supposed sighting of a knife. But that claim wasn't based on evidence or observation. It was a lie fed to them by private security, and the officers swallowed it whole. No questions asked, no effort to verify, just handcuffs and a shaky shout of Section 1. But Section 1 of PACE doesn't give police free rein to act on rumor. It requires reasonable grounds, and a guy with a camera on a pavement, isn't it? The officers made zero attempt to assess the scene before resorting to force. One glance would have shown there were no weapons, no threat, no criminal behavior. Instead, they leaned entirely on an unverified claim and called it lawful grounds for search and detention. That's not just poor policing. It's legally indefensible.
What are you filming?
Is it illegal to film?
No, it depends where you're going to film and what you're doing.
Am I in a public place?
I don't know. When you're trying to go in buildings and in private car parks,
no one's tried to go in there, sir. I mean, don't forget. Listen, let me tell you this, sir. Right? Don't forget, you've got a phone call alleging that people have got knives. Have you found any knives?
No.
So people are lying then, aren't they?
Not necessarily. It's members of the public. Members of the public. Doesn't matter. You're going in and out of buildings you should not be going in.
Have you got any proof that we have been in any buildings that we're not supposed to?
We're checking the CCTV.
I suggest you do before you make stupid allegations like that, sir. What's your number, please?
I haven't made an allegation.
What's your number, please?
I haven't made.
You just told me that I've been trying to go into buildings.
No, I said the allegation is from public that you've been going in buildings. I haven't said I've seen you doing it.
So he said it's a knife. You were saying that was supposed to be going in buildings.
Members of public have told us. So that's all we're going by.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay.
Right. So all they're going to do is just take your details.
No, they're not. I bet they don't.
You're going to refuse to give your details.
I'm not going to refuse. I'm on your bloods. If I'm on bloods, I'll give you them.
After a full search turns up absolutely nothing, the sergeant arrives and immediately starts throwing out wild accusations. When asked why they're being treated like criminals, he says, "I don't know. You're trying to go in buildings and private car parks. No proof, no footage, no reports of trespass, just an off-the-cuff accusation to retroactively justify a failed search." Then comes the most revealing moment. The auditor points out the obvious. "Have you found any knives?" The sergeant admits, "No." So when the auditor rightly says, "Someone's lying," then the sergeant responds with one of the most absurd lines of the whole encounter. "Members of the public, it doesn't matter." That line tells you everything. He's openly admitting that anonymous false claims are enough to detain and search someone, and that the truth once revealed is irrelevant.
Sorry?
If I am obliged to give my details, I will. If I'm not obliged, then it's not refusal, is it? It's not a refusal.
Well, you don't have to give your details.
Yeah, so that's not refusing then, is it?
I'm not going to stand out.
Yeah, because you're trying to word things, don't you, man?
Does anyone... I don't know. I'm just asking because I don't know what's been asked of you already. Does anyone ask...
Listen, I'm not going to give you no hard time, you know.
Just so you know, I'm not ignoring you. I don't want to ask you the same questions that officers have already asked.
No, I'm saying I'm not going to give you the hard time.
Has anyone asked this gentleman, or have you been asked what photos you're taking and what you're taking images of?
Sarge, can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course you can.
Right. Do you know the police, right? They work on what they know, don't we? We don't work on what potential.
I do. I work on potential. Right. I work on why are three individuals here taking pictures of vehicles parked in the back of buildings, going up to the back of buildings.
But
that's what I work on. That's not normal behaviour.
Okay.
For me, under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, we have a power to search you and search any images you've taken.
When the auditor tells him police work on what they know, not potential, The sergeant proudly fires back. I do. I work on potential. That's not just a slip. That's a complete rejection of how lawful policing is supposed to function. The law doesn't allow officers to detain people based on a hunch or a gut feeling. It requires clear, objective grounds. Potential isn't a legal standard. It's how you end up policing imagination, not crime. He then tries to justify the search by asking, why are 3 individuals taking pictures of vehicles parked at the back of buildings? As if that question alone proves something, it doesn't. Filming from a public space, even if it includes luxury cars or private property, isn't suspicious. It's legal. People photograph cars all the time. It's a hobby, not a red flag. The only potential here is the sergeant projecting his own assumptions onto a scene he never tried to understand.
But I have grounds.
I have got grounds. I've just given you the grounds.
And let me tell you this, Sarge.
Plainclothes officers be taking photos of vehicles, and why are you at the back of a building, coming up to the back of this building? I want to see if you've taken
Because
images.
the security guard engaged me in conversation and asked me what I was doing.
Right, why did the security guard ask you what you was doing?
Because I was looking at that car there, because it's a sports car.
What car where? Oh, okay, right. For me,
that's all.
Looking into the basement area of the back of a building is suspicious behaviour.
Suspicious is not against the law.
No, it isn't.
Right.
It gives us grounds under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
I know you're saying nice up there, Sarge.
Right, so that's
You've already done that?
No, we haven't. We searched under Section 1 because we were told there was a knife.
Okay.
So you haven't been searched under Section 43(1.
No, but you've searched us, so you don't need to search us again then.
Well, we can search your images under Section 43.
But you've got it up. Right, listen, let me tell you this then, right? There's a memo that went about to all police stations, right, to say that photography in public is not illegal and shouldn't be used. And listen, let me finish though. This is the important bit, right? And shouldn't be used less than to use Section 43 under.
Yeah,
it does.
But we're not saying
and that's from the National
images,
Chief
You're looking
Constable.
at images. Doesn't matter. Within the back of a back of a building, that's suspicious behaviour. And for me, that is covered under Section 43 of the.
Even after the knife allegation collapsed and the Section 1 search came up empty, the sergeant refuses to let it go. The auditor explains exactly what happened. Security asked what he was doing, and he replied he was just looking at a sports car. The sergeant even acknowledges the car, but instead of backing off, he ramps it up. For me, looking into the basement area at the back of a building is suspicious behavior. That's not suspicion based on facts. That's a stretch based on nothing but optics. And worse, it's being used to justify more power, not less. When the auditor reminds him that suspicion isn't illegal, the sergeant agrees, but then says something outrageous. It gives us grounds under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act to search your stuff. This is after he's just admitted they used Section 1 for the knife search and found nothing. So instead of letting it drop, he starts threatening to use terrorism powers to go for the auditor's images. That's not lawful escalation. That's retaliatory. It's a cop shifting goalposts because the original excuse didn't stick.
What will happen now, you're going to be let go. I'd strongly suggest, obviously, if you are filming and auditing, to be exceptionally careful with what you're doing, because you will get called back again, and it's likely...
And you'll treat us fairly, you'll treat us fairly, won't you?
Listen, that's what we've done now, haven't we?
No.
Now that you don't suspect anything, can I come out of this?
Of course I can, and that was what I was saying.
Yeah,
So, that's what I was
no,
saying.
that's unwanted contact. It's unwanted contact. Get off me, man.
Let go of him. Listen.
Don't talk like
listen.
that. Don't talk to me like that, Sergeant. I won't talk to you like that.
Listen. That's all I've said. Listen. How's that rude? I'm asking you to listen.
If I'm shouting,
You're shouting.
No, if I was shouting, you're shouting. Listen.
I'm just saying listen, because you're looking at me. Listen to me a minute, right? So, based on what I was being told, looking in the building, obviously my colleague's got some more information now, and we've had a discussion, and we agree, we all agree. Listen, we all agree there's not enough under Section 43. That's what I was trying to get to. We've got to that, right? But your behaviour, taking images and photos...
Is it illegal?
No, it's not illegal.
Well, there you go then, so will you stop saying that, please?
Because we don't know until we stop and talk to you and deal with it. We don't know until we stop and talk to you what you've been doing.
The Section 1 search found nothing, and he admits the act of filming isn't illegal. But instead of ending it there, he lingers, still trying to paint the auditor's behavior as some kind of concern. Not because of what they've done, but because of where they're standing and what they're pointing a camera at. It's grasping. He doesn't take further action because he can't. There's nothing to act on, but he keeps talking like there might be, repeating the word behavior like it means something. It doesn't. Not in law. The threat's gone. The story doesn't hold, and now he's just filling the silence to save face, hoping presence alone will justify everything that's already collapsed.
I didn't rough you up, so you was put in cuffs. That's your words, not mine. You was put in handcuffs for whatever reasons. I wasn't here when you was being cuffed, all right? So, but we've had a conversation now, so you've been stopped. The initial allegation for a Section 1 search was because we were told there were knives seen. That's why.
Sarge, listen, I don't feel as though we've had a conversation. I feel as though I've been shouted at.
Well, I haven't raised my voice, so you have, but I haven't. I haven't needed.
That wasn't lying, you know, Sarge.
That's right.
But Sarge, can I ask you just
I've asked you to listen, that's all.
Okay, can I ask you to listen then?
Yeah, of course.
Can you have a copy of my stop search? You're the sergeant.
I stopped search you, but I didn't stop search you.
Because I've called him a clown, he doesn't want to give me it.
Well, it's your right to have a copy of that.
Well, tell him then.
So,
excuse me, clown.
Hello.
Sergeant said you've got to give me a copy of the stop search.
I said you're entitled to a copy of your stop
that's
search.
fine.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Now, I haven't got it on me.
Oh, you there, most scab.
Listen.
Create it. Listen to the officer. He'll explain, all right?
That's
He's
what
not
I'm
an
saying.
officer. He's not an officer, Sarge. He's a constable.
Right. He's still an officer.
No, he's not.
Do you want to listen? Do you want to listen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me your email and I'll do that. Or you can go in front of Bishopsgate Police Station and you can collect a paper copy. Do you understand?
See you later then. Ta-da. Are you getting a copy? Here, he's got a copy, here. He's got a copy. You little tyrant.
The officers walked off thinking that was the end of it, but it wasn't. Torb and the other auditor took the unlawful detention straight to HNK solicitors, and the police were forced to respond. No apology, no admission, just a backpedal wrapped in legal language. According to them, an officer saw what he thought was something like a sheath and passed that vague comment on. That's all it took for another officer to escalate to tasers, cuffs, and a full Section 1 search. No actual knife, no threat, just speculation being handed off like evidence. The letter makes it worse. The force stands by it all, claiming the handcuffing, detainment, taser threat, and par spray were lawful and proportionate based on what? A face covering and a gray bag. Not one officer confirmed the presence of a weapon before acting. This case fell apart the moment the tasers came out. Officers acted on second-hand claims with zero confirmation, escalated instantly, and carried out a Section 1 search based on the idea of something like a sheath. It wasn't evidence, it was guesswork. And even when nothing was found, instead of stepping back, the sergeant tried to reach for Section 43, terrorism powers. Just to dig further. That's not policing. That's scrambling to save face. The most telling part was the sergeant's mindset. He admitted no law had been broken, but still refused to disengage, choosing to lean on behavior and discomfort like they were crimes. When an officer openly says, "I work on potential," you're not hearing professional policing. You're hearing someone admit they bypassed the legal standard entirely. That mindset led to an unlawful detention, unlawful force, and a legal payout all over a camera and a sports car. What they should have done was simple. Observe, engage, and verify. Not arrive with tasers aimed and assumptions locked in. If the officer had taken even 30 seconds to assess the situation himself, instead of running with a story from private security, none of this would have happened. But that's the recurring failure. Acting first, justifying later, and hoping the paperwork backs you up when it doesn't. In the end, this wasn't just about one bad stop. It was about how easily power gets misused when officers stop working with facts and start reacting to feelings. The payout confirms what the footage already made clear. This wasn't proportionate. It wasn't reasonable. And it sure as hell wasn't justified. It was unlawful from the start. And the only reason there's any accountability now is because the auditors refuse to let it slide. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me continue with my independent coverage. Also, don't forget to check out Torb. His channel is linked in the description. Show him some love. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.